What most people never see are the early mornings, the late nights, the lonely hours, and the quiet doubts. They don't see the days when you wonder if any of it is working. That part is invisible. All they notice is the moment it finally rises above the surface. Big call it overnight success. But overnight success is a myth. Nothing truly meaningful happens overnight. What looks sudden is usually the result of years of unseen effort quietly compounding in the background. I once heard someone say about a successful entrepreneur, he just exploded last year. But I smiled because I knew better. IT didn't start last year. It started years earlier with a decision, then a plan, then long hours, learning curves, setbacks, and countless moments when quitting would have been easier. Last year wasn't the beginning. It was just the year it became impossible to ignore. People admire the finish line but forget the starting blocks. They celebrate the sprint but ignore the laps run when no one was watching. They envy the harvest without remembering the years of planting in empty soil. Guided only by hope, the spotlight always arrives late. Success never announces the hard years. There's no applause when you're practicing in the dark. And that's why so many people quit too soon. Progress works quietly. In the beginning, it's almost invisible. You can't measure it. You can't feel it. But that doesn't mean it isn't happening. Just like a tree, strength is built underground before anything breaks the surface. Roots grow long before branches appear. Most people give up during this phase, not because they're incapable, but because the gain is too slow to notice. They want proof today. But real growth doesn't rush. Consistency compounds. One good decision won't change your life, but hundreds of them will. Success isn't built in weekends or breakthroughs. It's built in ordinary days, boring routines, and quiet discipline. The days that seem empty are often the most important ones. That's the law of gradual gain. Then there are seasons. Every meaningful goal passes through three of them: planting, tending, and harvest. Planting is exciting. It's full of hope and energy. But tending is where most people quit. Tending means showing up when nothing is happening, watering the soil, pulling weeds, protecting what you planted. It's the season of patience, doubt, and persistence. Growth is happening, but beneath the surface. If you can survive the tending season, harvest eventually arrives. It doesn't announce itself. It just shows up one day, and suddenly everything makes sense. But harvest only comes to those who didn't quit early. Patience, however, doesn't mean inactivity. Real patience is active. It's improving while you wait, learning while you prepare, refining while results lag behind effort. Waiting is not standing still, it's getting ready. Discipline is what carries you through these seasons. Art, it doesn't always reward you immediately, but it always pays eventually. Every disciplined choice builds character. Every finished task builds trust. Every promise kept strengthens your reputation. Bats, the disciplined dividend value created long before it becomes visible. And behind it all is the time exchange principle. Anything worth having demands time. There are no shortcuts to mastery. But you can't borrow experience. You can't skip depth. Shortcuts steal the very thing you need most: foundation. The long game teaches emotional control, the ability to delay gratification, to choose what you want most over what you want now, to stay committed when boredom and doubt show up. Most people don't fail because their plan was wrong. They fail because they stopped showing up. But if you stay faithful when progress is slow, when results are invisible, when motivation disappears, you give yourself a chance at something rare, success that lasts. And then one day, it happens. Everything moves at once. Doors open. Momentum appears to the world. It looks sudden. To you, it feels earned. The harvest never surprises the one who planted and tended the field. The long game isn't just a strategy. It's a mindset, a lifestyle, a way of respecting time, discipline, patience, and growth. Quick wins fade, but what's built right pays you for life. The real reward isn't just what you achieve, it's who you become along the way. That is the true meaning of success.